the fifth or sixth coronavirus live stream, I guess. It's been a long time. So today's live stream is actually special well in a way that it basically helps me mentally decide what I want for the big tank which we're getting, and and at the same time I can just talk about the different sides of the argument I have been having with myself in the head. If you don't know what I'm talking about, so how did I get my own notification? Anyways, if you don't know, hi and hello. Good to have you here. So, if you don't know what I'm talking about, basically, I'm getting a huge tank. It will either be a 240 gallon, 180 gallon, 240 gallon, 265 gallon, or 312 gallon. So, 312 gallon is basically all I have space for. Let's just look at Leo and the other fish. So, the fish room, it's currently in quite the mess, mostly because I have been busy with doing some things related to the big tank. So, I'm going to put the saltwater tank here, and I'm going to convert this. Currently, it's just a holding tank, so it does look really messy. So I'm going to convert this into a sump filter. Sorry about this. I take Leo out to a garden every day. It's beneficial for him. Anyways, I'm going to convert this into a sump filter, and I'm just waiting for the lockdowns restrictions to get lower. So I'm going to put it here, and there's going to be a big stand, and it's going to be around up till here or up till here. So the stocking for this huge tank, eh, I'm really not sure. I've been experimenting with some fish lately in the beginning of this year. So I put Oscar with 12 giant Danios, and they all did really well with Oscar, and they all survived. I didn't want the giant Danios forever, so after around 3 months of testing Oscar with the giant Danios, I decided to give them back to the pet store. So giving pets back to the pet store in India is really easy, unlike what I heard in other countries. Basically, if you have fish and if you don't want it, well, you can just give it to the pet store, even if it's like a giant arowana or even some guppies, they will accept it. So yeah, Andy's coming out. I just rescaped this tank a few days ago. I just found out one thing about myself, and that's that I am not a good aquascaper. I tried to use super glue to basically make a arc from here to here, but I just failed, and the rocks kept coming out. I also had a kind of time limit because this is kind of live rock because it's already established with bacteria, but it's not directly from the ocean. And he is definitely the cutest, one of the cutest pets I have. Leo is same goes for Leo, except when he tries to photobomb. Look at this. So yeah, I'm going to have a big aquarium here and put the saltwater tank here. I'm going to extend this. I forgot to remove the algae from the front panel. A lot of people hate algae, but in my opinion, as long as it's not obstructing the view for the actual aquarium, it's completely fine. And algae is actually really beneficial. I'm actually going to make a video about that. I love this shrimp tank. This tank, however, I chose the worst possible time to escape it. The lights are currently off because, well, I don't, it has a lot of algae. I'll just on it for a second and show you. Sorry about the mess. I have to get all this sorted. But this has a lot of algae, and it's not the algae that I'm really worried about. Well, not the normal algae. There's green water algae, which, unlike normal algae like this one, uh, yeah, this one, I hate green water algae, and that's because it's kind of directly from the sunlight goes directly from there to here, so that's a problem. I'll have to put a curtain on. I don't mind that being blocked at all times. The Java moss is doing well. It's actually Christmas moss, and I just noticed that it's regrowing. I thought I killed the Java moss. I'm really bad with aquarium plants. There are a lot of snails, and quick fun fact that all these snails which you see here are from just putting one pregnant snail from this tank into this tank. I like snails in aquariums mostly because they help keep all the debris in control. But when there are way too many snails, it gets kind of annoying. I love this big school of neon tetras. So that brings me to today's topic, monster fish versus nano fish. So I keep a lot of aquarium fish in a lot of different tanks. I currently only have four. I am planning on upgrading, but once I complete all these tanks and remove all the problems, basically. So I keep a lot of monster fish like Oscar here. Oscar is my favorite fish. He got hole in the head around 1 month ago, and I'm glad to say that he's completely fine now because, well, I did a lot of water changes. I'm also planning on making a video about curing Oscar hole in the head, part 2. Part 1 is already available, which has a bit of wrong information based on what I learned now after curing Oscar. So I am going to kind of edit that. So yeah, I keep a lot of monster fish, common pleco, which I'm going to put in the 300-gallon. All these fish I'm going and Leo I'm going to put in the 300-gallon or 180-gallon or 240 or 260-gallon, no matter what. Mostly because I don't have any other tank that can handle except Leo, his bare minimum tank size. I can put him in something like a 60-gallon, but that's not really good for some. If you saw my turtle feeding guide, there's a reason I call my turtle four-legged little green pooper. Leo poops a lot, and that's why for the 300-gallon, I'm going to completely overdo the filtration, mostly because I'm definitely whatever I'm going to put in it, I'm going to put a lot of it. And Leo is once again a four-legged little green pooper. That's Arnold Jr. He's the cutest little guppy. So, except from monster fish, I also keep a lot of nano fish. All these here, guppies, shrimp, black neon tetras, platies, and corridoras. There are nano fish. Let me just go back to that and see if there. Yeah, Brian, I think in the future I'm going to do a video about, well, some of my friends who have no experience in aquariums at all. Well, kind of experience. I do have one of my friend in my community, and I'm just going to put both of them up for aquascaping, and I think it will be kind of funny. I'm also going to compare it to my first aquascape. Let me see. You girl. Hi. By the way, I haven't forgotten about your tank, which are going to set up after the lockdown. Once again, good luck. I don't think Leo does anything except for pooping. Just he's cute. Leo, actually, I'm not sure whether he's a male or a female. Like, I'm 75% sure that he's a male. That's why I named him Leo. But basically, to identify a turtle, you basically need to see their a hole in their tail and their nails. For female turtles, for my species, red-eared sliders at least, for female they have short claws and the hole in the base of their tail, and for males they have really long claws and a hole in the, well, in the middle part of their tail. Nothing really. We are quite early in the live stream. I just did a quick update on everything. I'm still doing updates though. So yeah, I'm basic. Leo has short claws, but the hole in the middle of the tail. So I actually sent some images to Dan the Guppy Man, who's let's see if oh we might have gotten live confirmation if Leo's male or female. Let's just see. Oh no, it's just my notification again. By the way, if you want to get in touch with me, Instagram is a great place. I provide really short updates on things that are way too big for actual videos to be made on, but the other things which are kind of, well, if I do like a trim on a tank, I don't like to make videos on such small things. So yeah, link should be in the description if I'm not lazy. Let's see. We might wait. Yeah, there's a link in the description. So yeah, anytime now I'm just waiting for a live confirmation on if Leo is a male or a female. Huh. I don't want to change Leo's name to something like Leah. Yeah, Instagram. I just post quick things. It's in the description below. So yeah, wait, let me check the audio on this. Yeah, the audio. Yeah, the audio is much better, mostly because I'm wearing this external mic. I usually wear this on my videos, but I'm hmm, so there is one thing though that I need your help for, whoever is watching. So I made a new channel logo for this channel, but I'm not sure if it's better or worse. This new channel logo I made uh, I made with Wix logo maker, but the old channel logo I basically drew it with my hands. Just the logo which you see on this video. I'll just yeah, the logo, that logo, not the virtual MVH, but the logo. I actually hand drew it, it took me like half an hour. This new one also took me half an hour, but yeah. So let, tell me which logo is the better logo. So I'll either change the logo to this new logo or I'll keep the logo the same. I feel like I'm saying logo too much. So the one you see Yeah, this one is a new logo for this channel which I made with three colors. Yes, it basically has three colors: black, red, and blue. So, yeah, this is the new logo. It's weird for me because there's nothing here, but there's absolutely nothing here. But for you guys, there's a logo here. That's kind of weird. Anyways, that's the old logo. I feel like it doesn't pop enough, but I love the arowana. And arowana, if you know me, is one of my absolute favorite fish. And yeah, this is the current logo which I hand drew it. It's a neon tetra. A lot of people actually call it a cardinal tetra, but if you look closely, the whole red stripe does not go completely. It basically stops. But the previous one, okay, okay, I'm still seeing whether to change it. Okay, the current one, I think I have to make a whole video about this or do a poll on Instagram because, hmm, okay, two votes for the old or current logo and one vote for this logo. I think I have to ask more people. So, wait, I'm just going to. Hmm, So, one vote for this logo and two votes. When I meant the previous, I meant the current on. Okay, let me just remove. So I guess all for previous logo. My dad actually says the same. So does my mom. But when you're in lockdown, I don't really have a lot of people to talk to. So a quick update on the big tank. The government is actually loosening the rest. If loosening is even a word, it's basically removing some of the restrictions. Now a lot of the delivery is, well, I can get stuff delivered to my house, which is really good since previous logo for the win. I still have to do a poll on Instagram. So I ordered. By the way, a quick tip: if you have big tanks, don't waste money on getting, like, if you in I currently am getting a 6 feet tank, so don't waste money on getting a 6 foot light because that's the shipping costs way too much. So get multiple small lights, especially in LED, because LED spreads more. So yeah, get a lot of different lights. So that way you can customize the coloration of light and spend less money. So I ordered a lot of things, especially this circulation thing. By the way, Brian, the next time you meet Thomas, just tell him that I just saw the Mega Build series on Big Al's, and that's kind of a big inspiration for what I'm doing now. So, yeah, just a quick side note. Anyways, I got the return pump, which I'm going to be doing an unboxing video around the beginning of next month, June 1st. So I got a massive return pump around 1000 gallons per hour, which is more than enough for a tank this size. It's going to be planted. So, yeah, I also ordered the lights. I ordered the what's it called? Yeah, the wave maker. So I wanted some extra circulation within the aquarium. So does the color of the lights change the mood of fish? I don't know that. I have to do some research on that. Actually some that's actually really interesting question. Like I know that fish can't see a lot of the coloration that we can, especially some of the predator fish. I think they can't see red. I've been doing a fun thing. I just found out that I can do this. I'll show you. I don't like to talk for a long time. So yeah, this is just a temperature heat gun. Basically, I just point at stuff and I can see the live temperature of it. I use it to see the temperature of the basking area. Oh, Leo is basking live, and I don't like to let it. I feel kind of guilty when Leo basks and I just come in just like that. I also made a whole system. I made some holes here so I can see if Leo's basking. I forgot all about that. So basically, I just point the laser at that and I can see that it's 87.2 degrees. It's and I can also see the temperature. It's 85. I have to do something about that. I have to increase the temperature of this mostly. Anyways, look at Oscar's reaction when I'm doing this. So wait, yeah, you see that LED. It being up is distracting me, but see this. Leo is really curious about that. As long as I don't do that in his eyes, it's really fun to do. And I found out that it's really effective in nano fish, though it's just a fun thing I like to do. That's Arnold Jr. Let's see if he goes with it. I guess he's kind of tired. Let's see in the community tank. So they're all interested. By the way, I'm not shining it inside their eyes. It's just the glass. They basically chase it around. It's super cute. I love neon tetras, and that's why one of the benefits, which I didn't talk about a minute ago, one of the benefits to having a lot of snails is that I can use them as feeder. Or, I mean, Andy is basically the only one that this light trick doesn't work on. He's too smart. Yeah, Leo is really amused when I point the lighter. There's actually that reminds me. I actually saw that there is a light that Zoom had made. Zoomed is a company mainly focused on reptile. I was actually I was actually okay, Brian. Bye. Hope you like the live stream so far. Thank you for watching and take care to you too. So yeah, Zoomed makes a light which basically kind of replicates the Amazon in a lot of ways. It's kind of like an earlier version of the AI Prime Light, but instead of it being really advanced in all these different ways where you can control everything, it has a sound feature, so you can basically control the light, sound, and the ambience around. I think it works. I think zoos use it. I'm not sure, so that's just a fun thing I found out while doing research for the lighting for the big tank. Just one a thing. I'm going to actually make the big tank. Um, it's going to be. I can control it with my. Wait, I can actually control it with my phone. So yeah, I'm doing a DIY version of the AI Prime. Just I can't change the colors, but yeah. So yeah, I'm basically doing a $200 light and around $20. So which actually takes me to the whole basically the whole topic of this YouTube channel ever since I first started is basically to take really expensive things and get them to get them to be really cheap. For example, the 120 gallon there, it would have easily costed 8,000 rupees or around 100, a little more than $100. I got it for free because I just searched around, I asked the store owner if if there was any broken aquarium which they were just throwing away. There was one. I took that and I just fixed it, and it that's why it kind of looks bad. But I got a 8,000 rupee tank for free. So now it's been 34 minutes. I've been distracted. I should probably get to the main topic of today's video: nano fish versus giant aquarium monster fish. So if you look at the thumbnail, don't I think I can just so yeah, if you see the thumbnail, I'll just zoom it. So there, the first point is that there are a lot of different fish that you can keep in both the monster fish and the nano fish category. This is from a shop here in Hyderabad called Aquascapedics, but there are some neon tetras, some rasboras, I believe. I'm not sure what they are, and a lot more. And in the monster fish category, there's a whole arapaima, which if you're planning to keep, it should have a bare minimum of a 10,000-gallon tank, mostly because it gets so big. And there are a lot of things. So, yeah, so the main thing why I think that a lot of people like monster fish, uh, wait, I accident like, share, and subscribe, but most of you already have. But feeding, so that is, I believe it's the main thing that differentiates both monster fish and small fish and some other factors. But why people want to get monster fish is basically it's fun to feed. It makes a big reaction, and you get to feed more fresh items, which are beneficial. If you feed like a shrimp to like tetras, they will take a long time to finish it unless you have a lot of them. Mine take around 1 day. I did that. I think I made a video on that too. And Oscar can finish that whole thing, two whole things in well 30 seconds. Oscar has a big appetite, and that's why he's a monster fish. In my opinion, monster fish is something that grows larger than 12 inches with and needs a big tank. Congrats for 150 subs. Well, it's your fault. Now, because of that, I have to make more videos. Thank you, the 150 subscribers. This kind of like at the current rate I'm growing, I think by the end of 2020, I'll be able to reach 200 subscribers. That's the goal. And if I make a lot of videos, which because I'm going to go to 8th grade, that won't, that I don't think that will happen. So maximum something like 250 subscribers. The thing I really want to do, well, I don't think I will be able to do this ever. Maybe someday, if I have a lot of time to focus on this channel, 1000 subscribers is basically my absolute ultimate goal. and more than 1000 subscribers. I don't think I will be working that hard to do. So, yeah, there's one thing I actually forgot related to this big tank I'm getting is that I'm actually going, I need around 5000 rupees more, mostly because I need to, well, show my parents that I can make some money out of this tank. So I'm thinking of selling Java moss. So if you know anyone who's interested in buying a live aquarium plants, uh, tell him that, well, after the lockdown, of course, tell him that he can just like, how did you cancel the download? Uh, well, you can't actually cancel or uncancel download video option in this live stream. You can only download the video after the live stream is over, because, well, the whole point is it's going, and so it will have to continuously keep downloading. So if you want to download, you can download after it's over. So yeah, so I need 5000 rupees, which I think I'll be able to make in 2.5 months. So yeah, that may cause a small delay. Oh yeah, I felt like I was forgetting something, and I just remembered that this video was actually, there was there's another YouTube channel. I'll just link it. So basically, this link goes to Caleb's Aquatics, which, well, helps me. It doesn't help me, but this video was supposed to be kind of a collab with Caleb's Aquatics, but guess that the times don't really match, so that's a small problem. So yeah, that's done for feeding. So uh, yeah, so I'm actually planning to stock this big tank with basically two things. 100 of, sorry for that, but which do you think is a more beautiful, well, kind of a more beautiful fish? So I did plan to stock the big tank with either 100 of these 100 of these. They are absolutely beautiful fish. Well, write down in the comment section if you agree. It's called the green tiger barb. I really love this green coloration, and they cost around 50 rupees a piece. I'll also be keeping the natural coloration of the tiger barb. These ones, I am a big fan of the tiger barb. So yeah, that's the first option. 100 of tiger barbs, which are considered a bully, but if I can keep them in a big number like 100, they will be relatively peaceful, and I'll be keeping them with Oscar and Leo. The only problem I have is kind of them constantly giving stress to Oscar, leading to some diseases. They're pretty cheap fish, so I can remove them, but I don't want to. So that's probably a risky move. A non risky move would be wait for this to load. Yeah, these are also really beautiful fish. These are peacock bass. They're a relatively small species of peacock bass. They get only around 18 inches and they would do really good in a 300-gallon tank. And in my opinion, they're really, really beautiful. And I can keep one or two, not necessarily two, maybe one of these inside the tank, so that will do a okay stocking option. And some other fish like, let me see, some things like Asian arowana and etc. So I like the tiger barb mostly because they're an extremely active fish and they keep going. They're actually one of my first fish I ever kept, and they just keep well, going everywhere, but they need to be kept in something at least like 10. They cost 15 rupees a piece, so they're really cheap. Well, the green one costs around 50 rupees a piece, and the natural variant costs 15 rupees a piece. So I think I can get a good thing. My only concern would be since the tiger barb is so active, the Oscar will either basically be in kind of the Oscar will try to eat everything, and it can if I keep it in a small school, but I will be keeping hundreds of them, so it won't be that bad. And my other concern is that since the tiger barbs are basically like a crazy fish, they just go attack everything they see. That's hmm, that's not really. The Oscar will get a bit stressed out. Leo won't because Leo's too smart. So yeah, that's basically monster fish or nano fish on the other hand. No, it what? Oh, yeah, live stream logics. It's weird. So, which one do I think are better fish for beginners? Monster fish or nano fish? Well, in my opinion, nano fish because nano fish basically are much more smaller and they don't need, yeah, but nano fish don't really need a lot of space. 10-20 gallons will be perfect, but for monster fish you need to go hundreds of gallons or thousands of liters. So yeah, what is the time? Wait, did I get that answer? It's getting pretty late, so I guess that's today's video. I hope you liked it, and until the next time, uh, peace out. Bye.